Apple claims that the new iPhone 17 Pro has 8 Pro lenses on it, but Moment also makes detachable lenses for your cell phone. So if the cameras in the cell phone are so good, do we even need Moment lenses on our phone? I just got the brand new iPhone 17 Pro camera case from Moment, and this is important because this is how you attach those mobile lenses to your cell phone. So let's pop this on the phone and let's go shoot some side-by-side comparisons. The lenses that I have with me are the 18mm wide angle, this beefy 58mm tele, the 1.55 anamorphic blue flare, and these two macro lenses, the 10x and the 75mm. So I've been shooting with the 18mm wide-angle Moment lens for a little bit, and it's kind of an interesting focal length. On the iPhone, the main wide camera is 24mm, and the ultra-wide 0.5 camera is 13mm. So this 18mm is kind of in between those two focal lengths. It also smells like I'm near a Subway. There's got to be a Subway here. Not that I want it, but I knew it. I knew it. Subway's got such a distinct smell. So I just got this brand new iPhone 17 Pro, and it comes pre-installed with iOS 26, the newest operating system. And I'm told that there's a feature in your settings that lets you use your AirPods as a microphone. Okay, so the headphones are in. I did have to change the input on the phone to make sure that you're getting the audio from the headphones, but now I can walk away from my phone and you can hopefully hear me a little bit better than the built-in mics on the cell phone. If this audio sounds better than my DJI mics, I might have to sell those or give them away. The front cameras on these iPhone 17s are also a lot better. I'm holding the phone vertically, using the front camera, and it's shooting horizontally. Not bad, that's kind of helpful. This case from Moment is brand new. If you're looking to attach T-series lenses or quick lock filters to your phone, you're gonna need one of these. There's this connector over top of the camera so that you can put a lens over top and screw it on so that it's securely mounted to your phone. This camera section is raised just a little bit, and that's so that you can attach quick lock filters. I don't have any of those yet, but I should have some soon. Let's take my phone out of here. This is what the case looks like on the inside. It's got some padding to protect your phone if you drop it. There's a little indicator there, I don't know if you can see it, that says 17p, which means this is for a 17 Pro. Obviously, there's buttons on the outside. However, there is also a camera control touchpad or button, which is new for this year's case. There's also this texture on the back of the case, and it's MagSafe compatible. Right now, the cases come in this tan color, black, olive, and indigo, and depending on the color of iPhone 17 you got, you'll be able to see a little bit of it shine through the case. When you hand me this macro lens, my first thought is, let's go shoot some flowers really close. We're gonna do that, but I'm gonna try and shoot some other items that you don't usually see shot with a macro lens and challenge myself. We've definitely got to see what these look like up close. I really hope nobody's watching me do this because I look so dumb. These macro shots are actually kind of fun to shoot. I don't find myself gravitating towards shooting macro stuff or thinking, how can I shoot really, really close details of a subject? This 10x lens is more like a microscope, and you can see all kinds of details that you wouldn't normally see. So it's kind of fun to just walk around and point the camera at everyday stuff and see what it looks like up close. I am not the biggest fan of self-portraits and the self-timer, so those may not be the strongest photos from the day. So all these photos and videos you're seeing are shot in the native iPhone camera app. The photos are shot in JPEG and the videos are shot in 4K 24. I didn't edit them or anything. There's no ProRes log or RAW. Except for the anamorphic shots, I had to shoot those in the Moment app. So when you're shooting with an anamorphic lens, you probably don't want to be doing it in the stock camera app. So here's the anamorphic lens mounted on the phone, and in the stock camera app, everything looks warpy and disproportionate. Like, look how squished that car looks. You also want to make sure you put the lens on straight, because if it's not, you're gonna get some weird warp. So I've just switched over to the brand new Moment Pro camera app. So let's find this lens. So we'll add a new lens. It's the anamorphic one. T-Series, it's the 1.55x, and it's the blue flare. So we'll save that lens, we'll select it, and our image looks completely different. So let's hit record, and I'll show you what that looks like. So what the anamorphic lens is doing is it's capturing more of the scene in front of me. It's squishing it to fit the sensor of this phone. And then what the Moment app is doing is de-squeezing that so it looks proper. Oh, and this lens also gets you really sick flares. So you may have noticed that you can attach the Moment lenses on top of two of the cameras on the back of your phone. This one right here is the wide angle lens, the main camera lens, the 1x, and this other one on the side is the tele lens, the 4x and the 8x lens. Now, even though there's an attachment point to mount one of your Moment lenses on top of the tele lens, it's tempting, but it's not advised. If you put one of the Moment macro lenses on this tele lens, it's gonna be very difficult to focus. If you put an anamorphic lens on this camera, it's gonna vignette quite noticeably. If you put a tele lens on this tele camera, the image is gonna be quite soft, and there's really no reason why you should put the fisheye or the 18mm wide on this camera. So then why is there even the option to add a lens on top of this camera? Maybe Moment is cooking something up and they're gonna announce it really soon. I don't know, you didn't hear it from me. That was a really fun day of shooting on just mobile, and surprisingly, I think I had the most fun shooting with the macro lenses. I know this isn't the first time you've heard this, but any tripods or camera lenses or any other accessories you get for your cameras or phones aren't gonna make you a better photographer or videographer. There's nothing necessarily better about these camera lenses or these camera lenses. They're just tools that help you create specific images. Now, I think where this 58mm tele lens is gonna shine the best is with portraits. I also know some filmmakers that swear by this lens because of its specific focal length and the lens flares that it gives you and the quality of the image from this lens. I should have shot that way to get the yellow tree in the background. This 18mm wide lens is kind of interesting because it's in between the 13mm and the 24mm on the iPhone. I didn't notice any distortion when shooting with it, and I think it would be great for vlogging or for architecture. This anamorphic lens was so much fun to shoot with, maybe because you see the world a little bit differently than you do with your eyes. Maybe it was because of the lens flare, or maybe it's because it just made everything look so cinematic. I think this would be perfect for filmmakers. These macro lenses were a ton of fun to shoot with, great if you're a nature nut, and great if you want some details to help tell your story. Moment also has a 14mm fisheye that I wasn't able to get in time for this video, but I think it'd be really fun to use on creative shoots and get unique angles, as well as when you're shooting action. That's just lenses. What about filters? Well, quick lock filters are going to be arriving real soon for the iPhone 17 Pro, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss those. My name's Davey, thanks for letting me spill the gravy, and let me know which one of these lenses you would pick up.